Dude, I love the gong. I love the gong so much. It is my favorite. Hi, good evening. It's Thursday night. It is time for Spilled Ink, the Comics Wellspring live drawing show where we're spilling ink and spilling tea. And boy, do we! I actually don't have ink tonight. I'm doing pencils again. Back at penciling and edit. So it'll be fun. It'll be a fun night. We have a stacked cast. I'm so excited for today. We have people back. We have people returning. Next week we have a lot of newbies, which is going to be a lot of fun and really interesting. So, of course, I'm your host, Brandon Bloxdorf, and I'm actually working on a new page today. I just finished like blue lining the panels. I wonder if I could see it right with my lighting right now. Can't. It's blue line. It's hard to tell. It's like a circular thing. It's all divided, and then two big ones, and then I got like the heading and part. It's gonna be cool. I'm pretty hyped about it. I'm mixing. It's kind of a tie-in to Outer Space. Our friend Eric Allred and Ben Collins' book as well, so it's pretty cool. But It's another Stone Wars page, so I'm hyped. But man, I'm also excited to catch up with our amazing, wonderful, spectacular co-host Max Flowers. Max, you're back from OAX. How are you?
I am. I'm doing good, man. I got to finish up this page because I got to get it done by March 1st. So we're going to add some crud and tone this and get this out of the way and then move on to maybe some aliens.
Ooh. Yeah, you have a stacked amount of work right now, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yeah. And I keep piling it on, which is maybe not the smartest decision, but I'm kind of stoked about it. So whatever.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening at the moment. I mean, you're doing like three of my projects right now, so exciting. So sorry for being half of that workload. But yeah, we'll catch up about OAX and like all that snaz. And well, what are you working on tonight? What are you making? What is it like exactly?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2-page strip for Cartoons Magazine.
Cool.
Some classic monsters. It's R.I.P. Rust in Peace. And
cool.
yeah, so I got these 2 pages that I'm finishing up.
Those look great.
Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Amazing. Super sick. And Greg, our local resident right now, dude, hanging out. How you doing? What you working on?
I'm actually working on this canvas piece this time around. I do have a couple of projects that I should be getting done instead, but I had not too much prep time because I've been running back and forth between like my college and just kind of knocking out errands and such. But tonight I decided to work on this weird like flower like person that I wound up creating about a couple of years ago. So I was like, you know what? I kind of want to revamp it, make them a little more violent, and see what I want to do with this because I might just use them in a art walk where they'll have say it's like a really big interactive piece where while people are walking through, they're reading comic strips. So I was like, you know what? I would like to reintroduce a character that I've already created into that mix.
Ooh, I love that. That's super sick. I can't wait to see what it comes out of it tonight.
Thanks, bro.
And also, we have some returning champs that haven't been here in a while. Davey, dude, it's been a minute. I miss you. You just put out a new book too, didn't you?
Yeah, I just dropped the pre-orders for my next installment of Nine Tales, which is like my horror and my love letter to horror. It's kind of an anthology.
Love it, dude. We'll talk all about that too. That's I think the last time you were on, you had just finished the first one, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah. It's been about a year since I've been on here with you guys.
Yeah. And you're like really just focusing on comics right now too, huh?
Yeah, mainly. I mean, tonight I will be working on a print that I'm trying to get done for Emerald City because I'll be doing that next weekend.
Ooh.
Nice.
Sick. Oh yeah, man. All right, cool. Super hyped to talk about that too. I think your camera's frozen. You might want to just refresh your camera. I just noticed. So did there we go. You just snapped back into it. That was wild. Never mind. And Tanner, dude, it's been a minute as well. It's man. I'm trying to think what we drew last together.
We did Etrigan. It was me, you, and Max.
Oh man, yeah, it has been a moment.
I'm gonna say a year because it's definitely been 2, but
yeah, because that was an early piece too, man. Wow, that was definitely in the first year of the show. Well, cool. What are you working on tonight?
So tonight I'm doing I'm working on a character turnaround for I'm doing like 8-page shorts.
Okay.
Well, I guess the idea is to do like well, like like the old Marvel, like 8-page superhero shorts. Any of y'all read those?
Yeah. No, oh yeah.
So I'm doing that, but like for the characters that I have, so I'm gonna put like 2 or 3 of them in a book, but I'm working on a turnaround for the first one. So
Okay, sick, man. Dude, I can't wait to see what comes of that tonight. That's super exciting. And we got Aaron Z. Lee, who saved the week last week by co-hosting last minute, and then decided to pop on tonight to actually save the night too. One of our guests couldn't make it; they were having some bad reception, so luckily you swooped in, and we got a full house tonight as well.
Yeah, it's thanks for having me. I was talking to my wife this morning. I was like, yeah, I think I'll take a break from the show this week, and she's like, you're really not going to do it? And I was like, you're right. I'm going to email him right now.
I was like just waking up too and like prepping like my morning, and then I saw that and I was like, oh yeah. It's like if you catch me at the right time, and I feel so bad because I have so many unread messages, but like if you catch me at the right moment when I'm on my phone, I will answer.
Yeah.
When that time is, I don't even know. But
Yeah, I'm a teacher, so I was like already like at my desk, like rock and rolling, getting ready for the day, working on demos. And
Oh, that's cool. So what are you working on right now? What do you you've been pumping through pages on this book lately?
yeah, so this is the feature I'm going to be submitting to Lion Cosmique, edited by our friend Anton Blake through Eli Schwab's imprint Cosmic Lion. So this is a little splash page, page 6 of
Ooh.
my space lady who's rescued this dog, which is also the same as my dog, but in a spacesuit. So I'm going to be throwing some, thank you. I'm going to be throwing some tones down on that. Maybe getting a few more pages toned. So this is 6. So I got 3 pages left to tone, and I drop them in. I've already lettered it. And then ship it off, and then I have 8 more pages to complete it. And also wanted to show off I got this in the mail.
Oh, nice. I was gonna show mine off too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't
cool.
had a chance to dig too much into it, but the interviews look really, really good.
Yeah.
And who
Guys.
this person? Hayes, Monette, and Monette, who did this Artificial Sin. This thing is so good.
Yeah.
It's Life on
Dude.
Saturn.
Oh shit. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
kind of flipped through it, but yeah, dude, that caught my eye for sure.
Oh, it's so freaking good.
The collaged RoboCop, man, it's dope.
I mean, I've got, I don't know if you can see it over there, but I've got an Alexis Zarette RoboCop screen printed poster
Oh, nice.
next to my, this is like the holy grail. I've got their Jim Rugg Space Riders. It's like Neon Wolverine, and then Alexis Zarette Neon RoboCop. Inspiration.
Dude, that's sick. Are you a RoboCop fan? Is anyone here
Oh, yeah.
a RoboCop fan?
It's probably my favorite movie.
That's a statement. But I do love RoboCop as well. Have you guys played the game?
No, I know
Like-
of it.
Dude, hey guys, fucking stop. What the hell? T'Challa. Sorry, my cats are fighting right behind my computer.
What you're talking
Like
about?
I know, right? I'm just like yelling at you guys. I think I could show you if I move the camera fast enough, I might be able to show you guys. But here, see, there's a cat right here. You see this guy hiding in the background right there?
Yep.
He's fighting. I'm trying to move my thing fast enough. He's fighting that guy right over there, who's now scared. And now T'Challa's no, don't cross, T'Challa. T'Challa, get up.
it's like a spilled ink death battle. Take that.
Oh, dude, right? Yes, it's
Yeah,
real
yeah.
brawl. Let him eat. Sorry about that. Cat interruptions. That's why they get their own segment. The talent's getting out of hand though, because they're popping in way too much. There's way too many things. I'm trying to start, guys. It's pencils. We gotta focus. So sorry about that. I'm adjusting some stuff.
Yeah, but anyway, the gag created by Max Flowers looks really good.
Yeah, good job, Max. The newsprint, how you got that done was pretty insane.
It's beautiful. I love the self cover.
Thank you. Yeah.
How goes the progress on issue 2?
Good. First of all, the process to get that thing printed was like a nightmare. So I'm so glad that it exists and like but at least it exists now. But issue 2 is going good. I've got some interviews that I'm hand lettering my parts for and tightening those up, and yeah, still collecting submissions for issue 2. So the deadline for that is March 31st, I believe. And
You're making me think about what I can get together for that. I might have a short story. No promises though, but I think
that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, because I dropped an interview for issue 2 in order for there to be more room for community contributions. And then yeah, all contributors get a compensation copy as well.
Heck yeah.
And discounted issues to hand out and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Gotta keep
Dude,
grinding.
that's awesome. What do you think? What's your do you have like specific dates you try to release them on? Or are you aiming for, or are you just kind of happy to like get them done?
Yeah, just seasonally. So roughly getting one done in one per season. So the last one was fall, and then I have all of winter to essentially compile it and then release it at the end of winter, which is March or May.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, I'm gonna run it for a year, see how it goes, and go from there.
Sweet.
Do any of you guys have any releases or projects that you're all working on? You guys want to talk about a little bit?
Too damn many, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, you've been doing stuff with your school a lot too, huh? Like you're kind of stacking on projects with them.
yeah, man. I had just met somebody yesterday, actually, while I was up there knocking out some stuff. Because they have a 3D printer on like the 3rd or 4th floor, and there's just so many different resources to abuse. And so I spent a lot of time there, even though I don't start until March 23rd. But I met a guy yesterday while we're waiting for another club to start, and basically he wanted me to help him with an art installation that he was trying to create, but he's also trying to introduce me to the director whenever we have time, so that way I can have my own installation as well.
Ooh.
So for the most part, we've just been working together on like this comic project that he wants to create, his art installation, which entails his interviews with different veterans and things of that nature. And another guy I hunted down on YouTube. I got him to join our Discord. So it's like, come on, man! Like, it's mainly because he makes some really awesome stuff, right? But I think he has a comic. He also has an animation he's been working on, but he said he stopped at the animation because the audience isn't where he wants it to be. But he's got like a couple thousand subscribers. Like it's insane. So I've been telling him like, hey, just don't focus on the numbers. Just like pump that stuff out, man. Like it's crazy. I'm waiting for it. And we started talking about a project that I wanted to create alongside of him as well. I was hoping like kind of like distant future a bit, but it's seeming more immediate than anything. So it's like my attention is kind of drawn from my own projects to stuff that people want to work on me or work on with me. So trying to find a balance in between all of that it's been interesting, but it's getting there.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. Like Max and I talk about it a lot. That you kind of get to a point where you don't have to chase too many opportunities because you've opened up enough doors, and stuff is just going to keep you busy no matter what. And that's always like a fun feeling because you kind of get overwhelmed and you kind of hate it for a little bit, but then you're like, but this is pretty rad. Like,
right?
I was talking to a friend like. Because I'm trying to get this zine done before May, and I have 2 other like little projects that I need to do before then. Bro, get off my computer. 2 other projects to do before then too. And it was just like, dang, that's crazy, dude. You have a lot of like drawing projects out of nowhere. I was like, I know. Umi or T'Challa. What the sorry. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy just having like work to do. Like you kind of just have so much going on, and it's kind of cool to have a pretty full schedule of just like, I have like projects I'm getting done for myself too, which is awesome. It's cool doing stuff with other people too, but it's nice having a balance between the two of like your releases and other people's releases.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to get that down eventually, but for the most part, it's like okay, I'll work on something today. I want getting a text message. It's like okay, let me go over to the school and meet this one person and talk some stuff over. A couple of clubs I want to be able to use, my talents for whatever. Like I've never drawn caricature art, but
Oh, nice.
I'm open to it. And I think sometime next month, I forgot exactly when, but basically the seniors that are graduating, they're gonna stop by, and I have to sit there and draw them alongside somebody else to see if we're gonna do the same thing at another event sometime later while I sell some zines that I'm currently trying to create. So it's a lot, but it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And Davey, like, how long have you been working on the second book now?
So I was plotting it for a minute and then just trying to figure out the time in between commissions and just other responsibilities and recovery.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't like fully recovered until like November, where I didn't need any assistance. I had no doctor's appointments or anything like that.
That's a beautiful feeling, dude. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't wish Achilles rupture on anybody, but that's it stapled me in a way I wasn't prepared for last year. But I had it plotted, and then it was just a matter of execution. And after Thanksgiving, I was like, all right, I'm going to thumbnail this. And then from December to about January, I want to say like mid-January, I just penciled it all and then drew it. I was pretty impressed with myself that I finished it that efficiently.
Oh yeah.
And then it was just a matter of formatting it. In this issue, I have a double page spread, which the site I use has like a interface to like load everything up. And I was just having a really challenging time adjusting for the double page spread to meet.
Oh, dude, yeah. I have a lot of friends that Jay Louder was just telling me, he's like, because I was asking him his process on that. He's like, literally, it comes out different every time because the way the scanner scans stuff too can resize things, and
so
there's just like a bunch of weird things.
On my end, it was fine, but I was using the template that like they have for you to download on the website for like margins, and it just kept like either being like one too high or like being like a centimeter too far in, and it was just frustrating because I'd done an art zine last year for like my Inktober work, and I had two double page spreads, and it worked flawlessly. So going into it this time, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be nothing. And it took about a week back and forth between emails of like the assistants from the website, and then we finally got it. But I think it was last week. It was the week of my birthday, so I think that was last week. I launched the pre-orders for the second issue, and pretty excited for that. I was looking down, I didn't see who mentioned the line Cosmique, but I will be in issue 2 of that as well, which I think is now out.
Oh yeah.
I haven't received the copies from Eli yet, but yeah, I have a short story in issue 2 as well, so that will be coming to me soon. And then it's a matter of just like either if I want to follow up with doing the third issue, because I already have that plotted as well for Nine Tails. Yeah, I'm so pumped to get it.
You mean this issue right here?
Correct, yeah.
Ooh.
Or if I have another story that I've really wanted to execute, I just haven't done it yet. But riding the steam off of this issue and how well it went for me, I'm trying to keep those positive energies going on a more challenging project.
Which one is it? Can you tell us the title?
It should be Nine Tails.
Okay.
It's part 1 to the book I just launched the pre-order for. So that's kind of like prelude to the issue I have coming out. And then I mentioned earlier I'll be at ECC next weekend. I don't know if anyone in the chat or here in this room is going to be at Emerald City in Seattle.
It's one I've always wanted to go to, dude.
Yeah, I've never been there. I'd love to go to Pacific Northwest.
Same. Can't say I've been there either, bro.
Yeah, I've taken the last 2 years off of ECC just because like flights were so crazy. But I was able to swing it this year, so I'll be at ECC next weekend, and then 2 weekends after that I'll be at C2E2 in Chicago.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
So right now I'm like mainly just in prep mode for those shows, and I did a Megazord print, and now I'm doing a Dragon Zord print, which is what I'm working on tonight.
Sweet.
Dude, your stuff is so good in this,
Thank you.
and it's on theme too. We got a starring cats.
Oh yeah, yeah. The second issue follows the whole aliens and monsters and cats theme.
Great black and gold, too.
I'm unfamiliar with this, Brandon. Is there a way for me to like send you an image for you to like put it up on the screen, because there's no way to like screen share?
There's you can at the bottom. It's the TV thing.
Okay.
With the plus. Yeah. And you can add a video or image file, and then it'll pop up. And I think I can share it at that point too.
Oh, that's what that is. I feel so old.
Dude, yeah, the Lion Cosmic, it's such a cool book that they're putting on. And I love Anton. He's one of my favorite humans ever. Such a good dude.
Yeah, it was funny. Anton reached out to me because initially that was like an ash can size that I did the comic on, and it wasn't like really formatted for a magazine. So we were going back and forth on like how we wanted to approach it for the issue.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
That's something
I
I'm
can't wait to
thinking
check
about
that out.
for this too. Is like I ended up using just 11 by 17 board, but just like tried to go as wide in the margins as I could, so it could be adapted for regular comic size or magazine. I was thinking about that.
That's what this is too, pretty much. It's the same deal. I just gave it like a ton of bleed and then continued on. So I know that it can crop tiny, but I also have, some room to put it on a traditional comic size if I wanted.
Yeah, and I don't mind a little bit of negative space around.
No, it's actually like super helpful. Like what I've learned is like when you don't give a lot of margin, it doesn't feel as like polished, because when you're holding the book, your hands will cover stuff.
Yes,
and that's really what that margin is for. That good amount of white space is to make it feel nicer when you hold it.
Yeah, I was looking through. Like I have a dream of doing something kind of like Jim Rugg's Super Mag, if you've ever seen that. Or it's just a one-man anthology with all different kinds of strips in there, and he presents like black and white stories on the original board. It's almost like it's presented in like an art magazine, but it tells the story, right? But that extra space around it does class it up.
Sounds pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the cover for the next issue.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
Damn.
And then I'm loading some pages in so I can show you guys real quick. Give you guys a preview.
Ooh.
Oh, I love the black and white.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks crazy, man.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's like I saw some of these online. I remember seeing that. Yeah. Wow, man, that's cool. Oof. Really insane page. That's a lot of fun.
Feels very like Stanley Kubrick to me.
Oh, thank you.
That's dope, dude. I love that, Davey.
Well, I'll give you guys 2 more pages, and I'll give you the 2-page spread reveal, which I've not released online yet.
Ooh,
beautiful silhouette.
Thank
dude,
you.
yeah, I really like that. Man, that paw, like, that's insane. Let's see this right here. Ooh. That's insane. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually have a discount code for anyone in the chat tonight to continue the free shipping for anything on my website, the pre-order or anything else. But I'm going to drop that in the chat for everyone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
I love that tree. It's like it reminds me of James Heron a little bit. Like the
Heavy influence on everything I do from James. So I'll take that compliment all day.
I also love that frog in the foreground that you drop that gray halftone on.
Thank you.
That's a trick that I saw. I mean, it's been used in comics forever and ever, but it's only recently that I'm like, oh yeah, you could put something in the foreground, but you can kind of make it not the focus if you just drop some gray on it. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm always looking for that now.
Yeah, you guys both do a lot of black and white work, huh? Just in general.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
for-
color.
I don't really enjoy coloring. I got to be honest with everyone. It's my least favorite part of the process.
Definitely understand that.
Yeah, I get that. That's why I haven't really jumped into it. That's why Stoner Wars is black and white.
Is there a permission, Brandon, for me to drop links in the chat?
Does it not let you?
Yeah, it's saying this comment failed.
Hey, why don't you drop it in the private chat and then
Okay.
I can see what I can do.
Appreciate it, man.
Of course.
Dictator Bloxdorf does it again.
Hopefully. It's like a head or
Yeah, I have I think it's my 5th interview as an artist coming up. I got an email about it in the middle of the night, like maybe 2 nights ago. I had one previously with I think it was Canvas Rebel, and I guess
Oh yeah. I've come across them, yeah.
yeah, like they have some sort of like segment or something that they were like, hey, you'd be perfect for this. So I got some new headshots done because my school also has like this professional photo booth. And the first set that I did, I was like, dang, I should have got a haircut. I look all sleepy. Let me redo this. So I wound up getting that knocked out. But yeah, plan on doing that here pretty soon as well. It'd be nice to
Sick.
get going. Right?
My local show. I guess there's one that's even more local, but the one that I'm involved in that's more indie based out of Rochester. They got a bigger grant this year, which they should, and they're doing a risograph zine, and
Ooh.
I've just started creating things in batches, so I just have like a bunch of stuff that's done, but that doesn't really plug in anything bigger yet, and they were doing 1 or 2 pages, so I just gave them a page that's like new to them but old for me. And then they sent a thing back saying like, "Oh, your page was accepted into the thing, and then we need a headshot from you." It's just like, whoa, headshot. Like, where's this go? Like, what do you need for this? So do I do like a school picture, or do I do like a selfie I take like after I put my daughter to bed and it's like 11 o'clock and you can just see like my face is destroyed? Like, what's the game here?
I have a drawing of me eating pizza that I did in about 2 minutes that I use for almost all my headshots.
Nice.
Oh, I did get a fisheye lens that I can clip on top of my phone camera, and I took a picture of me smiling with it like super close to my face. It's so disturbing. Maybe that's the one I go with.
That would be cool. It'd be different.
I love that encouragement.
I'd be like, you asked for this. You wanted a headshot.
I used just once I got that picture of me with the San Diego Comic-Con background, I was like, this is it forever. That's it.
Oh yeah.
The most professional photo I could get.
Does anyone else have any conventions lined up for the year?
I'm only doing the local ones so far.
Same.
Like Central New York. I did apply to IC3 in Providence, Rhode Island, though.
Same.
Nice.
Which one is that?
It's the one in Rhode Island. I know there's one in Florida coming up too, but that's too far for me from New York.
It used to be in New Haven, Connecticut. It just moved to Rhode Island this year. But the last 2 years, it was at New Haven.
I was just starting to warm up to that location. I mean, I thought
Right,
it was,
yeah.
IC3, you said?
Yeah. Indie Comics Creator Con.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering, what does that stand for?
Are
Yeah,
any of you guys doing a Spice down in Savannah?
No, I might end up going to Dragon Con for work, but I probably won't be tabling.
Okay.
You should definitely come to Dragon Con, Brendan.
I've heard good shit about it.
I've tried to get
good
into that
stuff. I don't know,
show
like
for
this.
like 6 years. But Spice seems cool. It's another like small press like show where Saturday and Sunday they have a full. It's this Artist Alley, but each day is a full refresh of Artist Alley. So.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. Phil Rod says, I did Canvas Rebel feature a couple years ago. I had to get my wife to take a photo of me because I had nothing that looked professional. Dude, yeah, I did. When I did the Canvas Rebel thing, I like did a photo shoot with myself to be like, man, I have nothing but this like one San Diego picture. I need to send that. So I did that.
I had a selfie. It was with around the time that I was fiercely like going out in the stores, getting my stuff in there. Had to take a little bit of a break on it once I broke a couple of bones, had to do some physical therapy. But one of the last ones that I took, I asked the store owner, like, hey, are you comfortable taking a picture with me? She's like, no. I was like, oh, it's like usually it goes the opposite. But she was like, oh, I'll just hold your books like over my face, while you take the photo. And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm down with that. It's promo. So that's the one that I went with.
That's cool. That's such a good way to do it.
Right?
My friend Ira Marks, I had him come in. He's a creator. He's done Spirit Week and Shark Summer. He's done some YA graphic novel stuff. When he does workshops with kids, he teaches them how to draw cartoon faces, and he just has them hold their cartoon drawings up in front of their face, like when he'll do like shots as examples of like what he does for the workshop. I thought that was smart.
That's cool. See, I'm trying to create a 3D mask, a 3D printed mask that I would wear at events as one of my characters. Haven't cracked that yet. Got a little frustrated, decided to watch The Walking Dead and fall asleep last night.
Oh, that would be interesting to like table as like a Daft Punk kind of persona.
Right?
Right? Yeah, that'd be fun. It's funny, like it'd be funny to start like a side company that's just like totally secret. And you don't reveal what it is.
Honestly. I mean, because who's done that before? Especially in comics, I don't think anyone ever has.
That we know of.
True, that we know of.
It'd be so tough to like run all the phone and card stuff with like a mask, though. I feel like.
Get so hot, dude.
Yeah.
Try doing New York Comic Con like that, man. They freaking die.
Can't breathe.
Yeah. It's brutal.
You see, I wanted to.
It's because comic artists already, it's like half the time you don't know their face,
Yeah, that too.
Oh,
yeah.
that's true.
Might as well be wearing a mask. That's so true.
See, I want it kind of similar to like MF Doom's mask, to where he had that little, I wouldn't say hole, but it's like complete, absence, to where it's like, okay, I could breathe through my mouth if I needed to, but I don't like mouth breathing too much, especially whenever you have other people that perspire, because I have a very strong sense of smell. So most times I walk around with a shiesty like I'm getting ready to mug somebody or something, just because I can't take the smells.
I get that. Yeah, and it's weird when you're like, especially like the bigger cons. I think the bigger cons are the worst with the smells and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get the real nerds, you know what I mean? The real
Yeah.
Now I ran into him working at a GameStop, man. I thought I was a nerd, so I met one of those.
I worked at a GameStop for like 3 months, 4 months, and I was like, wow.
Really?
This is a new level.
See, you were smart. You checked out. I decided to stick around and.
I got fired.
God damn.
That's crazy. That's a crazy low drop.
No, I just because they were giving me like 3 hour shifts and I just didn't go. I was like, I'm not going there for 3 hours, and I just didn't go. And then and they called me too, but I was so cool with the manager. Like he had to fire me. Like there was no other option. Like I was a no call no show. Um, but so like I stayed cool with him for years, and like the display case I have downstairs, I like bought it off of him for like $120 because it was a GameStop display case that they were just gonna toss out. So I have like random things from GameStop because I would get hooked up still.
That's wild. Yeah, I lucked out because I got promoted due to the fact that other people were either quitting or getting fired, and I was just the next candidate in line. So it just kept going like that until eventually I just reached like the store manager, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice," but they screwed me over too. So like I was only getting about maybe $12 an hour, maybe $12.50 to run that entire store, and it was not enough in Austin, Texas, man. Like
Dude,
a one bedroom apartment's at least gonna run you 1,000.
I remember when I was a manager at Banana Republic for a few years after GameStop. But like I remember getting paid like $13 for like a management position. I was like, this is insane. And then it turns out it's not, especially this day and age. It's rough. It's rough out there, guys.
You know, the
Yeah, like,
crazy part. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was gonna say I used to be the head lifeguard at a state park up here in New York, and I got $15 an hour for that, and I was like, wow, this is like real person money. And,
Yep.
no longer.
Gosh. Yeah, I wound up leaving the store positions. You know, I enjoyed it for a good amount of time, but like you said, once you run into like the real greasy nerds, like the one that just smell like they rubbed fried foods all over themselves and came to grab a case and it's all slimy, it was pretty weird, you know. But still, I enjoyed a lot of my customers all the way up until I just kept getting screwed over by management. So I was like, you know what, I'm out of here, and I decided to work customer service for them, thinking it was better, and just turned out that it was cool at first because they had their own game room and everything. And whenever we were on breaks, there was a guy that here he was like a 2-time state champion for Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. So we all would try to whoop his butt, and we would all get washed like every single day. But it turns out that GameStop couldn't afford to pay for their contracts, so they fired us all.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Hey, they
it
do
was fun
Pokemon
up
trading
until-
now, right?
Yeah.
Dude, there was a guy that dropped $500 in one transaction just on Pokemon cards there, and I was like, "Are you serious, man? Like, I got kids behind you that were waiting for these same packs." He's like, "Fuck them."
Jeez.
Damn.
All right, cool. You know, there I also had the scariest threat that was ever told to me, and I never have been. I've been threatened all my life during different stuff. You know, a river separated my hometown from Alabama, so I heard everything in the book except this one thing. And it scared the hell out of me to the point where I was like, I know I can't lose this fight. Like, if this guy, like, so basically, to make a long story short, this guy, he comes in, he wants to trade in his Xbox, but he doesn't have his AC adapter or his controller. And I was like, hey, man, I gave him this quote. I said, you just need these things. It was during COVID. So I was like, hey, I'd charge it out if I had it, but I don't. But if you either want to go over to Walmart or go back home and grab these things, this is the quote working. This is the quote defective. He was so cool at first. He was like, oh, thanks, man. Yada, yada. We chopped it up for a little bit, left for a couple hours, and I completely forgot about him. He comes back, and he has the AC adapter, but he doesn't have the controller. And I was like, I'm sorry, man, I can't accept it because I don't have any wireless controllers here on me. And he was like, are you fucking serious? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I said, just know that these prices, are susceptible to change daily. So it could be more, it could be less, but this is what it is right now. Then he was like, you know what? He called me an N-word, right? And I was like, it's cool, man. Because, like I said, River separated my hometown from Alabama, so I was like, it's fine. I was like, you got to get real creative to offend me, right? I was like, have a great day. I only had one other customer in the store. He's like, you know what, fuck you. And he starts knocking over all my games and shit. And I was like, bro, you're just giving me like a nice off day. That's all you're doing. I get to close the store and I get to go home. Like, this doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't come out of my pocket. It's GameStop. So he just kept getting riled up, knocking shit over. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to help out this other customer so she can get the hell out of here. So, pregnant woman, she's standing in front of me. I'm trying to help her out. He sees that I'm ignoring him, and he pushes her over and gets in my face.
Damn.
And I was like, okay, you got my attention now, man. I was like, this name tag comes off. Like, let's go outside, right? He was like, oh, you're not about shit. You're not about shit. He puts his Xbox up, and I've watched a show called Chance on Hulu. If you haven't checked it out, it's freaking great, but it taught me a lot about self-defense. So he didn't realize that I had a knife that was tucked, by my forearm, right? So by the time that he walks up on me, I flick out the blade and I hold it to his diaphragm, and I was like, you have two options. It's either get back in your car or drive away, or I'm going to stab you in the diaphragm, watch you choke on your own blood until the police come. I said, I have two broken hands, boxer's fractures. I'm not going to risk breaking them again just on you. So what do you want to do? He was like, you going to pull a blade on me, bitch? I was like, whatever, man. What do you want to do? He said, I'll knock you out and fuck you in the ass. I was like,
damn.
What?
What do you mean?
Right?
Greg always has the most unhinged stories. Always. It's like a guarantee. It doesn't we will like get through like a whole episode, and then there's always the ending, and then it's just like, all right, it's already tonight.
I feel like that's not the first time he's used that threat.
It couldn't have been, but it's scared.
Like, that's a go-to for him.
Right. I was like, you know what? I told my coworker, I was like, hey, call the police immediately. I need help. Luckily they came in a good amount of time and that guy took off, but geez, man. It was a crazy time.
That's a GameStop for you, That's a good old GameStop. That's what it is.
That's GameStop.
Sodomy.
That's wild. That's crazy. Well, we have a question in the chat as well from Roman. Oh, what's up? Did my internet wig out?
Ah, you're here. Oh, maybe not.
That was weird. Did my internet wig out, or is that everybody?
Nah, you're here. You're chilling. I think.
I was wondering. I thought you were gonna read off the question.
No, my thing just like reloaded everyone's image and spun around for a second. I was like, oh, okay. I just had the lo-fi music in the background for a second. I was pulled into another dimension for a moment. So, has anyone pushed the same story as a novel and a comic? Or you just say, fuck it, and make a graphic novel? Oh, okay. So, like, have you guys ever done, like, the same story but in different mediums?
I have, but I didn't like what I was doing, mainly because I started off writing novels because I didn't really believe in myself artistically enough to do the stuff myself. I knew where my artistic level was at, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and write this as a novel. And eventually, whenever I got my skills up, I was like, you know what? I'll turn this into at least a quick comic, like a, what do you call it? A minimum viable product to see if there would be an audience for it. And for a while there was, but I just didn't find it satisfying enough to continue. So I wound up pivoting projects.
My writing is not up to that skill level to go without pictures.
Same.
That's real.
I've bounced a story that was supposed to be like, it was a bunch of short stories that then I was just like, oh, I'm going to turn this into a comic. And then me and that artist kind of went different ways. And then I was like, I'm just going to turn this into a novel. So I've gone through the roundabout with that for sure. Here we go. Roman was saying spilled ink unabridged edition tonight. Yeah. William
That's great.
William says, "Man, I don't miss working retail at all, dude." Yeah, retail in general is just terrible, dude. It's not. I've done so much retail, like especially like when I worked at Apple, dude. It was terrible. People would just come up to you and just start yelling in your face, and you're just like, I don't even know what you want. Like, I don't even know what you're trying to tell me. And then they're like, well, I'm not getting phone calls on my new phone. And then I take it, and I'm like, your do not disturb is on. Do you want to test it now? And then it'll work. And they'll be like, you didn't fix it. You didn't do anything. I was like, I did. I just took it off do not disturb. I get
Somebody
it.
to deal with my mother-in-law.
Oh, dude.
I used to work for T-Mobile for a little bit, and I remember there was a huge biker guy. He comes in, and his phone's destroyed to all shit. He just slams it on the table, and he's like, "Fix it." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, could have talked to me a little bit differently, but I decided to help him out. Now, some people they never really back up their stuff, so sometimes you have to push come to shove, select every photo and video and send it over
Oh
to
yeah.
your phone via Bluetooth. And the shit that was in this man's phone, I was like he came in as like this tough biker guy, but it's like, I can clearly see this is you dressed in drag here, sir. Like, don't you try that tough guy shit with me.
Yeah, I think that was the weirdest part about working at like a phone place was just like you see and then touch weird stuff sometimes, and you're like, oh, I'm not comfortable here anymore. I've gotten yelled at because we wouldn't fix someone's phone because they straight up said they're like, I dropped my phone in the toilet, and I was just like, we can't take it. And we're like, the toilet is not just water. Like, you dropped it in the toilet. Like, we're not taking that phone. That's disgusting. That's horrific.
Dude, at least you were told that when that happened to me, the guy just said it was water damage until I fixed his phone. He was like, yeah, I was dropping a deuce and dropped my phone. I was like, what the hell, man? Jeez, I should have asked more questions.
Yeah, you learn how to probe more for sure.
Yeah,
like.
If you don't, you
And
end up.
Tanner,
What's up?
you've been like like at the woodshed for a while. Whenever I see your posts, you've been working on your anatomy and doing all this cool stuff.
Oh,
Are you
hold on, I
working on something? Or?
yeah. I mean, it's really. I feel like we could all probably relate to this, but it's like I start like going on a project, and then like you just have like the realization, like, oh, I'm trying to draw something, and I don't know how to do this, right?
Oh yeah.
And so
yeah.
then you pivot into studying, and then the project never gets done. So I've been trying to like work on my like balance of like, consciously practicing like the things that I'm not great at, and anatomy was definitely one of them, but also just like accepting the fact that like the thing that I want to exist isn't going to exist till I make it. So it's mainly been like anatomy and stuff, but I've also been like writing and trying to like actually get motion on my books,
Oh, cool. I love that, dude.
The writing is important. I want to do more gag comics, like almost like a newspaper strip, and I have some ideas, just like more based off my life as like a dad and teacher. But I haven't even written down my ideas. I just keep them cataloged in my brain, but I gotta put them into a Word or a Google Doc before I get dementia.
Dude, I highly recommend checking out this book. It's an anthology of graphic fiction, cartoons, and true stories. I checked it out from my college library, and they have some pretty awesome comics here. Like, I like the artist Kaz.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's featured quite a bit in here, and I was like, I never heard of him before, but I love his stories and artistic style. So, and gag comics in general.
If anybody wants to spend money on more anatomy books, where's my camera at? This has been my Bible for like the past like 6 months. These taco books,
Ooh.
Seen
like
that
two
a
of
lot.
them, they're pretty cheap too. But it's just like this like Korean artist, and he just does the most simple like anatomy breakdowns. And there's like really good there's good reference in it, but also like they explain to you what they're like drawing and why they're drawing it the way it is. It's really tight.
The algorithm has pushed that to me quite a bit. Where do you get it from?
So I found mine just like online. The artist dude has a website that you could go to that I could probably find, but also like, I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about Amazon, but Amazon's probably got it. Barnes and Noble probably has them online at least, but yeah, it's like this Korean dude. He's got a website that he sells them on.
Sweet.
Well, I'll have to check that out. I have been, I probably have bought too many of these now, but I've been buying just like little, like blank figurines.
That's cool.
That I can like light, and that's why I got that fisheye lens too. It's because I really like that effect, and I was like, I could just use this to do that, and then I don't have to do any math.
See, I like that. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying I need that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to work on faces. I'm like not great at faces because I never like sat down and just practiced them. I worked really hard at hands right away, so I like feel like I got that over with real fast. But then once I started doing faces, I was like, whoa, it's just been a pain. I hate it. I suck. By that point, spent like 3 days. Really cool, really quick. Art Victim popped in. We haven't seen you in a minute. Super hyped that you're here. Saying the art is also looking really rad. And do you have a community Discord at all? Yes, we do. Should be in the episode description. There should be a Discord invite link. It just started up a couple months ago. It's been super active. Really, really awesome spot. People are sharing art, crowdfunding, asking questions about things. It's a really cool place. I'm moderating it, so it's been pretty good. We actually just opened up new channels, like where you can leave product reviews and currently reading and stuff like that. So it's fun. Please join. Also, like, it's easy to sign up for like Spill Ink there too. We have a sign up sheet for people to join if you're ever wanting to come join the stream. Which we're almost booked through March, which is wild.
That's cool.
Yeah, it really makes me happy.
Yeah, I've definitely talked to a couple of friends. I'm like, just join, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, the Discord channel is really cool. See, there we go.
Oh, hell yeah. I just got the notification too. I was wondering what you were talking about right there.
Yeah.
You got the notification too.
I get it twice in my ear because I have Discord open because I have a Discord, and then I have like the CWS account Discord open in a tab on my browser. So I have like.
I don't know if it went through, but I just used my phone to drop that the Taco Guys link tree in the chat. So if anybody wants to click on that, look at it.
Oh, did I? I don't know if I saw it. I don't think it worked.
It also might not have gone through, so I could try and drop it in the. I can drop it in the Discord too. But
yeah, that'd be super cool. But Tanner, you were saying, yeah, you're just like you're trying to balance learning and working on your project as well.
Yeah, just like the more that I've worked on things, also just like the cooler it is to just like you'll see your art change like with the projects. And I'm trying to focus on that more instead of it being exactly what I want it to be like in the moment, But yeah, it's been a lot of studies and stuff, but also I've got most of the script for this like 8-page like superhero anthology that I'm doing. I've pretty much got it all scripted out, and then I also have the script done for my full issue like superhero one shot for the peace sign character that I do. So now that I've actually got like it written out, I'm just gonna start drawing, and we're just gonna put it out and see what happens.
Oh, nice. Cool! Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I get that, dude, because like the way I've done it, I mean, that's why I'm just like I need to work on faces. I don't know how like faces work because I just jumped in, and every week I'm just like I'm gonna do a 1-page story, which is cool because I think I'm learning a lot about paneling, and my paneling has been a lot of fun. But I just focus on whatever random thing I'm doing. I haven't been, which could be just objects. It could be just like a setting, but like a lot of joints, drawing a lot of joints. But I realized when I was doing the last, page I did for Love and Lasers, I was like, damn, these faces are so difficult. I think my brain just can't compute it yet. I need to practice it a lot and just like figure out a way for my brain to like get it. You know, noses mess me up. I think that's a big part of it. That noses mess
I
me
feel
up.
that. David Finch has like a 30-minute video on YouTube that you can watch about how to draw noses, and that's the only reason why I know anything about noses. Like his channel is a godsend. We love David Finch.
Oh, it's so good. I gotta sit down and watch YouTube channels again.
At OAX, I sat down and watched David Finch draw for a while. He was working on a commission for somebody, and then I handed him off a copy of Gag. But like that was one of the things that I took away from OAX, watching all these guys, because like, you know, at regular Comic Cons, like, it's a lot of people standing up trying to sell you stuff. And at OAX, it was all artists with their heads down at the table drawing stuff. So it was a very different experience. But like the biggest takeaway was just the speed and you know, their ability to draw is just so high. Actually watching them do it, you know, it kind of humbles you. You're like, oh shit, you know, like that's what it actually looks like to be a professional in the field working 20-30 years, you know. It's pretty crazy.
That is awesome. I would love to see that.
It's like anytime I get anything remarked by Daniel Warren Johnson, the dude doesn't even look at the paper and he's talking to you while he's doing this piece that I wish I could do. And he's like, okay, here you go. 30 seconds has passed.
Dude, that's the crazy thing. Like, oh, was that?
Max, did you get the chance to see Adam Kubert at all?
No, I didn't, because, you know, his table's swamped all the time.
Yeah.
But he was there. He was there.
Yeah. Because he's one of my favorites of all time. That Wolverine I have is by him. He went to RIT, so I've gotten a chance to like see him a couple times. And
Romita Jr. was there too. He won an award, or he won one of the Kirby Awards.
Oh, did he? I haven't seen them post 2-1 stuff yet.
No, I was kind of surprised by that too. Yeah, there wasn't.
Yeah.
But
That's really
I mean,
interesting.
being at the show was great. It was awesome.
So sad I didn't go.
Yeah,
I really wanted to.
there.
Is anyone locked in for Heroes? I know that's a convention that I feel
Dude, I was like set to go and I was already making plans. But then I realized it's the same weekend as Warped Tour, and I'm going to the Warped Tour DC show. And so I was like, fuck, I'm sorry guys. But my girlfriend would kill me if I switched.
Damn, I'm
Plus this year's lineup at Warped Tour is epic.
Brandon.
I know, dude. I was thinking the same thing. This year I'm not really tabling a lot either. Like I'll probably be at Baltimore because of CWS and New York Comic Con.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing Baltimore again this year. It's been a couple of years since I've done it, but
oh, cool.
hoping for a better reaction. They just set it up so weird. They have the Artist Alley. Do they still have the Artist Alley so far in the back?
Oh,
They do. We've given them feedback. We're trying to change stuff up this year.
Okay.
But they actually moved the celebrities over there too. So it
Okay.
kind of helps traffic. So you could like people who are getting celebrity stuff have to walk through. But I mean, I know Baltimore is up and down right now. I get that.
It's a bummer because like I have family that live in that city, so for me it's like low overhead to do that show as well.
Yeah.
But it's like even with the low overhead, I did it in 2022 was the last year I did it, but I did it like from 2019 to 2022, and every year it was just like there was all the red carpet pros, and then they'd have all the bullshit of like the Funko Pops and the swords and all that shit, and then at the very tail end was like Artist Alley where the lights were blinking on and off, and it's like the traffic that we would just get would be so awful. And when I did it in 2021, that was the return from like COVID and shit. They had the fever gun for people entering, and
Oh wow, yeah.
the slowest pace of like 50 people at a time. By the time those 50 people got done, they'd only been like 25 people through, so like it just felt like time stood still. And
Yeah.
maybe 10 of those 25 people would actually go the whole floor. And I was like, dude, I need a break from this convention.
I get it. I think I've gone 3 every year except well, not every year. I went the last 2 years, and actually, what I think it probably gets better for indie creators because of what I've been doing. I've been organizing like a creator like collect-em-all, and essentially,
Okay.
I find all the comic book creators that are on the list, and see, this is where I have issues with Baltimore because they weren't handing them out, and I had to like argue with them. But like, we create this form so that people will like go. You have to go and get X amount of signatures from creators, and they have to hear your pitch. Fans get this sheet, and it's with all these creators, so they can win like prizes at different levels. And the more creators you go to, the better the prize is for you. So we had like a cool foil poster, and we put together an anthology last year, and like a bunch of cool. Like we had artists like sketching, so you could get like a sketch cover and whatnot too. And so like it gave people a mission to go through Artist Alley and find the comic book creators, and you would have to hear their pitch, and only when you hear their pitch do they get to sign it. So
It
people
sounds
were
like
making
it's
sales.
like how they do those sticker rallies, like the
Yeah.
anime vendors and shit. So
Yeah, the like
Yeah.
the banners too, or whatever they put on the badges.
it's what was I gonna say? There must be a lot of people talking and like borrowing that type of stuff in the works, because when I've gotten the emails for C2E2 and ECC this year, both conventions are doing a like Artist Alley magazine where you can have like a static image or a 2 to 3 page story in it that's going to be handed out. Like, and both of them are themed, so like all the content has to be like within a theme. But also, I got an email Monday that Emerald City's also doing within their standard magazine that they give out to everybody, a commission section where it'll tell you who's offering commissions, their prices, and like their tables and stuff. So
That's cool.
it's about time that they started doing something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just very interesting to hear like you saying you did that. I'm like, there has to be like whispers down the grapevine of like people borrowing these ideas, because I've heard of those type of things at more like small press shows in general. And with the sizes of what ReadPop does, it's about time that they start doing something like that, since they increase our prices every year for the table. So
Yeah, dude, I feel that. I know. I feel like we kind of get shoved in the corner or forgotten about, and you have all the celebrities and the bigger artists like on the opposite end, and I just like that's really why I like certain cons like IC3, because they'll mix. Like Aaron was right next to like Jim Rugg like the whole time.
Yeah,
and it was
dude.
just at the
Yeah.
very blended shuffle
That's cool.
area.
that was the one misstep I felt like Heroes took last year, was like they put all the elite artists
Ooh.
all over in an isolated island of tables, and then you had to walk through all the comic shops to get to actual like the actual spot of where all the other tables are. There's still like pros among it, but like all of the lines are usually like throughout Artist Alley during the weekend at Heroes, which then like people standing around just kind of see other tables that they probably wouldn't see if they were just walking past it. Whereas last year it was just like all over there. All the lines are so long, so they were against the wall, and people just spent hours there all day. And by the time they finally got their dumb signatures, no offense to people who want signatures, they didn't want to like do anything else other than go get food.
Yeah, I get that. No,
So
and
it was kind of a bummer. I still love that show, but as far as like customer interaction, it was kind of a stalemate last year for me. And I heard that from a bunch of people, that it was kind of a slow year in comparison to the years prior. So hopefully this year they bring it up with whatever they do with the layout, because it's a bummer when I also look forward to like meeting those people, and part of the access of like doing that show and meeting those professionals is that they are like a row away or 2 tables down, not all the way across the floor where I have to like go so far away from my table to potentially, get them to sign a book or say what's up or look through their portfolio or something,
Yep.
I feel like I've been super lucky with the shows that I've done. Like I was right next to Tom Scioli and Jim Rugg after listening to Cartoonist Kayfabe for years and years, and then I can just like turn and be like, "Hey Tom, let's talk about Machine Man," and he's like, "Okay." Or at CXC, I was right next to the Fantagraphics booth, and I turned around and like Charles Burns is back behind the booth. I'm like, "Yep, I'm gonna go talk to Charles Burns for a little bit." like literally like right there.
That's sick.
I
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I've had a hit or miss with that because when I did Heroes, when the year I met Davey, my table was right next to the Cuberts, and so I had like a free anthology to hand out, like just a QR code you could scan. And I was like,
Yeah.
free anthology. I was just going down the rows, like free anthology, and like nobody there cared about it. Like
What the hell?
nobody. Like, and I was just like, it's a free book. Like, you can just take it. And then, like, I was doing that, and whenever it was like the bigger artist line, they're just trying to get signatures and collect stuff. And I get that. I used to do that stuff too. But like, take the free things I'm handing you. You know what I mean? Like humor me at least.
Right.
But I just like had horrible sales. I think I sold like 4 books that whole weekend.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it was brutal. And like me and like Jeff Florence were there. And we were standing there and we were kind of getting bummed out because I was doing CWS and Apollo, like kind of dual heading that at that point. And so I was like standing with Jeff, just chilling at the table. And we are just like, man, we haven't moved anything in a couple hours. And then Simon Beasley's like getting up and leaving. And I was like, I wonder if Simon's having a rough day too, if he's leaving early. And then like he comes through our row and then he checks out our stuff. He's like, you guys are doing good, mates. Doing real good. And he gives us fist bumps. And we're just like, oh, fuck yeah. All right, cool. We got like hyped again and whatnot too.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
That's the
Simon.
biz.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to meet the biz.
Which was great because my first interaction with Simon ever was at San Diego Comic-Con and it was not that great.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like doing this giant commission for somebody like that, like because he was just taking commissions like on the spot, which was crazy. But I finally got to my turn and I was like hyped. I wanted to get like a little sketch thing, like a Conan real fast or something. And he was like, I'm gonna be at the heavy metal booth. I'm done here, so hit me up there in about 15-20 minutes. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I go to the heavy metal booth and I'm waiting there for like 30 minutes, and then they come out and they're like, Simon's canceled. And they're like, he just didn't show up. And we're just like, oh, that sucks. He just told me.
Oof.
But it happens. He redeemed himself to me, so I get it.
Man, at the events that I did attend, I would usually wind up drawing live. And, that would usually get like a couple people to come over, if not just ask random questions or like get a commission or two. But that's where I started trying to figure out like how many of these can I really knock out in an hour, and just kept pressing myself to keep going further and further and further. But I think with cartooning, it helps out because you can exaggerate a lot without having to go into massive detail.
Mhm.
And that's why I realized I could do about like, I think it was about 60 in 4 hours. And I was like, okay,
Oh, yeah, he
like
did
I
tell
could,
us that.
yeah, I was like, I could keep just pushing these out, but they were all black and white. I could not color a single thing, or else I'd slow down. So I think that was the drawback.
I started to do this thing like last year when I was at SPX and CXC, because there's such limited space behind the table and you're sharing so much space with other people that I would just give up my space behind the table. And I had this like standing mat because I have a standing desk and also I'm an old man. So like I would just I happen to be on the corner. So what I would do is I would set my standing mat up between the two tables. So I'd just kind of be next to my table instead of in front of it. And I would get like my clipboard with like a drawing thing on it, or I'd have a sketch cover. And I would just like stand in the aisle and like not in the aisle, but like next to my table, like out of the aisle, but like pretty close to the people as they're walking by, and just do sketches that and covers that were like tied to the show. I feel like that's like it could be like an event, like the tabling while drawing, like while standing, and it went pretty well actually. I did one of for CXC, and it was of Wesley in like that Dark Phoenix pose where she's like got her hands out, and she's like crushing the X-Men logo, except they had like my Wesley the Robot crush CXC, and I had one girl come up to me and she's like, "How much for this?" And I gave her the price to it, and she's like, "Here you go." And it was like right after I finished it. I was like, "Okay, this is maybe that's my gimmick, not do a hard sell, but just be like, yes, I drew this. Look, here's me drawing things right now. I do these things." And then I don't know. People seem to respond to that a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Then if the show's slow, it keeps me busy, you know?
Very true.
I'm not that level of like artist yet. I always take stuff to draw when I table now though. Like I'm always prepared, but I just like never get anything done.
It is tough.
Yeah, I find it difficult, especially when like you found this groove where you're really working on this awesome piece and you have like say maybe 3 or more people asking you random questions around you. And it's like most times I could keep my focus, but other times it's like, okay, I'm gonna answer these questions, but I really wanted to get back to this. Like,
Yeah. I only ever had to deal with this once, but I did a zine show, or no, it was a book art show in Rochester, and I was like one of 2 comics people there, and I had just put out my trade paperback of my Wells of the Robot: The Dark Ages story, and I had like 3 or 4 people like come up to me and like wanted to talk to me about the book, and I do sketches in every one of the big trades I sell. And so, like, I'm trying to talk to people and do sketches, and there's like more than one person. Luckily, I had a buddy of mine there to like give the pitch and do some sales and stuff too. But that was crazy. Where I was like knocking off like a sketch and then like swiveling around and like signing a thing and doing a sketch for somebody else, like while I'm also explaining it to like a third person and like dealing with cards. That was not easy, but we got through it.
Dude, that was me at IC3 when I was like doing Apollo and CWS. I was just in front of the Apollo and CWS table. They put it together for me, thank God. And I was just like trying to sell people and getting a book, and then I'd be like, or do you want blue line paper? And I talk to them about printing, and I'm like, go check out these people that I love, and like point them to like RD that was right next to me, and like Life of Saturn and Sarah Cook and everything, and like I was just like, and I'm like, all right guys, I'll be back, and I had to like go and like bust like a CWS mission or get footage, and I come back, and then I'm just like, buy these books. Then I have to run around and be like, I'm CWS now, and then come back and like buy these books. I was exhausted after IC3, dude.
Oof.
It's fun though.
Yeah, I'm curious as to the changes that are going to be happening with IC3 versus how it's been run previously.
Yeah, same.
Because I was talking to Jamie at the end of last year, and that's one of my angles is I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a teacher and I teach comics and I do this stuff. And he was like, oh, you could do a workshop, and I was like, yeah, I could. So, it's like, yeah, if you want me to do that, I'll do it. But I don't know if that's still in the mix or.
I was offering them workshops too, so maybe we could team up on something, if anything.
Dude, yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's always nice to. I mean, you can always do stuff alone, but it's so much better to work with people.
Yeah, no, it totally vibes, especially in a setting like that.
Because I do.
Like, like everyone's like our peers and whatnot, but like I still get nervous in front of people. Like,
yeah, luckily, like being a teacher and like especially I was a middle school teacher for 7 years, so like I'm so used to a hostile audience. Like if people aren't like trying to roast me while I'm doing something, I'm like, all right, I got this.
Confidence now.
Yes, I mean that's how I can stand there and draw and stuff like that too. Is because like if you do win a kid over, but then they're like, okay, art guy, make art for me now, and then you have to like, and you could just be like have just been yelled at by somebody, and you're like, then you have to turn around and be like articulate about like the level of shading, the color that you're trying to get.
Yeah, makes sense. Kids suck, dude. They're mean.
But I do also love it now, though.
Yeah.
Because like when you start out, you're like, how can I ever like rival like this or like make an impact or like be funny, or roast them if a roasting of them is required. And now I'm into the part of my career where I know how.
I love that.
Get them good.
It's like if Mr. Lee roasts you, you really went out of your way to be a menace.
Yeah, I think one of the last events I wound up doing, I went up to go to the bathroom, and an old man stole my chair. He was just sitting in front of my artwork. Comics.
That's
just
crazy.
chilling. Yeah, and I didn't take offense to it. I was like, "Hey, man, are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I just need a break." I was like, "All right, it's fine." And he's like, "What's all this shit anyway?" I was like, so I decided to explain myself. He was like, "My name's Greg. I'm an artist making stuff. My son, yada yada yada." And he was like, "Oh, I guess that's cool." I was like, "Yeah, it is."
Why are you here?
Right? He's like, "Oh, I'm just waiting for my family to get through the line." And I was like, "Oh, I get that. The line was pretty long." He was like, "If these bastards would just hurry up and scan out." I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what is wrong with this guy?" And he's like berating like the people that are like checking out. And I was like, "Hey, these guys are really awesome. Like, I've been coming here for a while. Like, I know they work their butts off whenever they're here. It might take a little bit of time, but they're working as fast as they possibly can." He's like, "It's not fast enough," and he just keeps going. I'm like, "Dog, I don't even want you to be in my chair anymore." Like, and the people are like trying to talk to me, but at the same time, he's trying to answer questions like as I'm answering them. He's like, "Why would you want this shit anyway?" Just random things like that. And I'm like,
Whoa! Whoa!
like, why?
Bro, do you have Tourette's too? Like, it's like,
Right?
calm down. Calm down, my guy.
That's the worst to have a heckler at your own table.
Right?
Yeah, that's when tabling gets hard, when you have someone where you're just like, I just want you to leave. Like, please just get away from me. Like, I'm just not comfortable anymore in this. Like, or those moments where I'm just like, why do you just like, you hate what I do? Why are you still here? Just walk away, dude. Find something you love. There's 400 more tables here. Like, don't waste your time on me then.
I was at a show once, and there was a longer line for another artist. I can't remember if it was Walt Simonson or something like that, but there's just a really long line that like wraps around my table. And so I'm just like hanging out behind my table, and as people show up, I go, "Hey, I'm Aaron. This is my stuff," and I and they like nod or smile or whatever, and just like look away or whatever. But there was this guy in this army jacket who came up, and he's like, "So tell me about all this stuff." And I was like, "Okay." So I go through all my stuff and do my pitches and stuff. I talk about Wesley, he's like the animated parts of a radio station, the weather emergency system. And I go, "Yeah, and his name's Wesley because he's a weather emergency system, Wes." And the guy turns at me and looks at me in the eye and says, "Oh yeah, I was in the army. I know the weather emergency system. I know the weather." It's like, okay, I don't know your life. Like I know it's fine that you know it. I just explained it because not everybody knows it. And he's like, "But I'm gonna support." So he did buy a book, but it's just like it's very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable moment in the book.
Gosh.
I was like, "Thank you for your service."
Dude, I'm killing it on my pencils today. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Hell yeah, dude.
I did some like lettering up here. Like, check out this little spaceship thing I drew. I wonder if you could see it.
Did you do the holocron already?
No, not
looks
yet.
great.
Oops, I put Greg on. You can kind of see it. My thing's like,
Oh, that looks cool.
See it?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
There you go. Now it
Oh,
focused.
Oh, it's sick.
Perfect. That's amazing.
So this is Secret to the Jed High. So like this ship is just like the THC symbol, like just all over it. So I just kind of got that. And now I'm drawing planets, which is a lot of fun. This is way funner than I thought it'd be. Because I'm gonna black all this in space, and then I'm gonna have some stuff going on here, and it's just the whole thing. I'm pretty hyped. I'm so sad because I'm not gonna be able to work on this page until next Tuesday.
Damn.
I'm going out of town, so I don't think I could take a page with me on a plane.
It's risky business.
You know what I might do? I just got a new light box. Guys, check this out. Oh, it's so cool. It's not plugged in right now, but it's like, it fits practically 11 by 17. Dude, it's like super thin.
It looks like the
And it
same.
has like, it's so rough. I don't know if you guys ever, I don't know what my other one is. My other one's like this tiny, bulky, like it's like a foot by a foot, like it's really rough, and so doing 11 by 17 light boxing on it is terrible. So this was like, and it fits perfectly on my board. Like, oh,
Yeah, I think I have the same one, Brandon.
oh really? Yeah. Oh,
Super
there you go.
thick.
Yeah. hmm
I love to quote the first.
And
X-Men
does
movie.
yours have like the dimmer? If you like hold the power button, it like gets brighter, it gets dimmer.
Oh, I don't know. I've only plugged it in once. I just got it like 2 days ago. But you know what? Maybe I think I'm gonna outline the panels I don't finish on like a piece of paper, like make a couple of them, and that way I can draw them like when I'm out of town, and then I can light box them when I get back on my 11 by 17. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
There's a quote from Magneto from the first X-Men movie that I think about a lot. And in this moment is one of them. You go, "Welcome to the future, brother."
That's how I felt
You know-
seeing my first self-driving car. And I was like, "There's not a person in that car. What the hell?"
I'm gonna show you guys my like chunky one. It's ridiculous. I know. Ah. Next, it's like, why do you keep coming downstairs? I'm trying to show my friends my art supplies. But yeah, look at this guy. Like, he is.
Oh, it's a chonky boy.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it's not even. Yeah,
Oh yeah, an autograph? Hell yeah.
yeah dude. I mean, it's cool because it's kind of thick. You know what I mean? Like, you could do it on certain settings, but like, it's not great for. And it's like super slanted, so it's when it has like ridges all around it, so it'll bend your artboard. It's probably good for small stuff, but
I have an old one of those I brought into school because I don't care if it gets beat up by the kids.
yeah, there you go. I think the one I just got was like $20 or something like that, $25.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, the price is really good on them now.
Yeah, I need to go around and get one. So I've been kind of waiting on
that-
the field supplies.
I think that chunky one I got was like $5. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's even better. When I got my autograph, like this is before I was a teacher, it might have been $70, but it's 11 by 17, I think.
Oh, see, that's cool. No, but I really like this new one. I'm really excited for the future. Also, the one I have, that big one, like, is blinding, dude. Like, it lights up a whole room.
Swear my dog keeps crying in his kennel, but it's like if I let him out, he's just gonna bump me or try to lay on my arm and screw me up. I know it because he does it all the time.
Eric, I want to trust you.
Right? But I just can't.
Yep.
Yeah, he screwed up many a comic page. So no, not this time.
Dude, xenomorphs are so freaking fun to draw. I don't know what.
Oh,
it is,
yeah.
but yeah, one of the most fun creatures to draw.
I don't think I've ever actually tried, but I would be up for it.
I've done a couple drawings. I went to the Wax Museum in the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, and they have a xenomorph wax figure in there. That I took a picture of my wife being scared beneath it, and then turned that into a drawing, of course.
Hell yeah. I don't know why I didn't hear the lo-fi until now, and I'm like, oh, that's funky.
Dude, it was on no, it was off for a bit, and I don't know why. It was on night drive. I did something different, and then it just stopped playing. And I noticed because it got real quiet right now, and I was like, oh. My bad. Eric Allred and I are actually working on, and like Ian Frost and possibly another friend, we're kind of working on some lo-fi for the show.
Oh heck yeah!
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So just to like spice it up, we're working on like some like just like beats and like bass lines and whatnot. So it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
It probably won't be until like next year that's ready. I'm not gonna lie. The way that like as slow as it's a lot of projects I need to work on, but it'll happen.
Comix spelled Wellspring, spilled ink, debut album.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now on SoundCloud.
Sign me up.
Hit us up on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
I used to be heavily into audio production. I took a little bit of a break on it because I was like, okay, you can either make comics or make beats. You can't really do both right now.
Dude, that's why I keep on wanting to play my bass and do this stuff. And I start working on stuff, and I have like little riffs down for like a Teenage Babylon like little album and stuff, but nothing's put together because I'm like, I don't have the time or bandwidth to like see this through at the moment. I need to knock out some stuff. Booby, you got to get the fuck off my computer. Go.
I should bounce this idea off of you guys. So I have made electronic music since like I was in high school and got a cracked version of FL Studio.
Nice.
And there's some tracks that I made that I think are pretty good for me. I mean, I'm not a musician, but they're ones that I have liked for, Jesus, probably almost 20 years, 15 years. And I looked online for, you can get an EP made with vinyl lathing. And then you can, through a company, you can have them print like a sleeve. They can master the record for you and then make a sleeve and stuff. And
That's cool.
There's a company that can do like 10 of them, and it's not outrageous. It's a little outrageous, but it would be like a vanity project. But it would just be sick to have, like an EP of music that goes along with the graphic novel.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with like Babylon, is just have like the bands that play, like be more immersive with that. I love stuff like that. I think it's totally. I mean, I'm also a big Coheed and Cambria fan, so I mean, like, I'm always gonna encourage music with an album.
Yeah, I should do that. There was somebody at SPX who had a record, but I didn't make it around the corner.
Danny Warren Johnson did that with Murder Falcon.
Oh, did he?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The RZA also did that with Bobby Digital and the Pit of Snakes.
I gotta look at that because like didn't Sienkiewicz and Dennis Cowan do that, or was it just Dennis Cowan?
I remember.
I know Dennis did Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did it for a book. But...
All right, guys. I actually have to say my goodbyes. I got dinner on the table for me downstairs. So
Yeah, Davey DeForne. We're on our last 30 minutes anyways. Dude, I'm so glad you hung out with us tonight. Do you want to do some shout outs real fast before you take off?
yeah, so just a recap, I'll be at ECC in Seattle for anyone watching, in Artist Alley, D9, and then today I just got my table for C2E2. I'll be at M6 in Chicago 2 weeks later, and then here locally in South Carolina, I'll be at SC Comic Con in April, and I'll be at Spice in Savannah, Heroes, a bunch of stuff all on my Instagram at the Scaredy Cat. And then I did upload my Megazord picture, and then the what I was working on all stream, the process of my Dragonzord branded. I don't know if you can see those.
Oh, sick, dude. This Megazord is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, dude.
Where are you from in South Carolina?
Columbia.
Oh, okay. Word. I went to USC.
My stepson goes to USC. He's studying sports medicine.
A lot of people study sports medicine there. That makes sense.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, it was good talking to everybody. Nice to meet some of you guys.
Always,
Brandon,
Davey.
hopefully we'll link up
safe out
sometime in person.
Yeah, man. We'll keep each other aligned on any of these cons we could pop up at, man. Love to see you again soon.
Yeah, man, I'll keep you posted on not Boston, at Baltimore. You said you're definitely doing that one.
Yeah, definitely. We sponsor it, so because we also sponsor
sick.
Ringo.
Okay,
so
cool.
yeah, I'll be there for sure. We'll get some food, dude. There's the best vegan pizza down the street at Underground Pizza, so we gotta hit it up.
That would be killer because Columbia as a whole, vegan or not, has no pizza culture. So,
Dude, that place and Johnny Rad's. Oh, we'll go to Johnny Rad's. You'll love it.
Living in New Jersey all my life and having the tri-state pizza, the trifecta of pizza,
Yeah,
and then moving down here and having no pizza is awful.
brutal.
But
Yeah.
I look forward to that, man. I'll keep you posted if I get in.
All right, cool. Sounds good, Davey. Good to see
Peace,
you, man.
everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Davey's dope. I met him at Heroes Con like 2 years ago, and he does a lot of. At that time, he was doing a lot of cool like pet portraits and whatnot, and really unique ones, and like turning them into like superheroes and like doing like a John Wick like for your cat or something. It's the coolest thing in the world. Yeah.
His story and I mean I didn't know him until tonight, but I read his story in Lion Cosmique, and I was impressed by the work in that.
Yeah, he's been leveling up like crazy. I really love it. Whew. All right, now I gotta draw an alien that is discovering weed.
It's like coming along, but it's looking a lot weirder than when I was like, oh, okay, I guess. But you know, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, mine's. I'm gonna hit like some more thumbnailing right now more than anything because of the other one was planets, and that was kind of easy and geometric stuff.
Oh yeah.
But oh yeah, so when William Ibanez was on the show recently, hey, thank you so much, Art Victim, so I brought out my Jedi holocron, and I was like trying to do this like image of it, like I was drawing it like this. And so like I took a picture and I finally like got it down, but I got to redraw it because I drew it on my iPad to get like the lines down. So I'm gonna freehand it on this one, which will be interesting.
Man, you just reminded me that at GameStop I bought Darth Maul's lightsaber, and I thought it was both halves. Spent $175 just on one half, and I was like, wait. I was like, but it's like a dual lightsaber. Like, what about the other side? And they're like, oh, that's another $175. I was like, no.
What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean you're selling half the price?
Yeah, like it's one. Do you know this character? Like, do you know how this works?
Right. Yeah, at the time, my friend and I, we got some robes. We decided to get these lightsabers because we wanted to battle later on in the night. We were roommates at the time. And I want to say he got Anakin's lightsaber. And it was all fun and games until he smacked my freaking fingers, man. I was like, you know what, I'm done. Because we're really going to fight in here, man.
I'm not playing with you no more.
Yeah. It's funny. I remember at one point in my life when I was just like, I don't know, like late teens, maybe early 20s, and like having a job and your own money. And then me and my best friend Sam were like, you know, dude, let's go buy some lightsabers. Just went to like Walmart or whatever and bought like 4 lightsabers and like had a battle at the park and whatnot. It was the best.
Oh yeah. See, I had to stop collecting because I don't have a lot of room to put on my stuff anymore since ever since I moved, a lot of them to the things that they were displayed on were broken. And at one point in time, at least one of my exes, she, visited me for like the first time. She was like, "Are those action figures posed to fight each other?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's like this grand battle from bookshelf to bookshelf. Like it's like Broly versus All Might. Who's gonna win? Of course, Broly. Still."
Yeah, dude, I was collecting a lot of action figures when I was back in El Paso, and I still kind of did when I moved up here, but I've had to stop, especially where I live now. Like, I just don't have like the shelf or wall space for it.
Yeah.
And like I have a couple cool things up, especially the packaged ones I have hanging. But like I had a whole I have a couple Spider-Man like across the house. I think it's kind of cool finding a Spidey in random places.
Yeah.
And but like I don't have my display case. I now have full of books. Like once me and my girlfriend moved in with each other, like my action figures just couldn't find a display spot. But it's the way our walls are set up too. You just know where to do it. Really, a lot of art now.
I have a lot of replicas, so like like all of the lantern rings, freaking Avor's, damn it, his hidden blade, Like just a bunch of random things. Soldier 76's Nerf gun that actually takes like 4 D4 batteries because it's like all a motorized drum that shoots up to like I think 100 feet or something like that. I have a bunch of random stuff.
Oh
It's all in the
wow, that's
closet.
cool.
Right. Yeah, working at GameStop, man, you run into a
Yeah, I
lot
bet.
of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
check goes right back to them.
Especially like the way video games are now, man. Like I don't ever buy full price video games anymore.
Oh,
'Cause it's
me
just like
either.
insane. How could you? There is one I would throw down for this year because I'm that kind of person. But like the new Lego Batman game looks amazing. I would love
Hell
to
yeah.
take a couple days off of work and just veg out on that.
You see, one secret I would say about GameStop, at least some of their stores. I can't say all of them, so don't quote me on that. But I know whenever there was a new game that came out, usually we would have the option of like, with the pre-owned games, you could rent one out and play it,
Oh yeah.
a little bit. But one of my bosses were cool enough to let us do that with new games if there was enough copies, because
Yeah.
there's always one used as a display case, right? And no one's owned it, previously before whoever purchased it. So technically, it's still new. That's what GameStop goes by, just ownership. So like, Cyberpunk initially, I was excited for it. Of course, like all the glitches and shit, and I was like, "This is BS." But then they gave us like a free code for it, so I was like, "You know what? I'll just wait. It's fine."
I
And it
got that
got
game
off.
for like $10 because I got like a steelbook version for $10 because it was so buggy when it came out.
Freaking love steelbooks, man. I have a nice little collection, just random stuff. I need to continue playing through the Yakuza games. Like I played Yakuza 0, I cried, and I was like, I can't go on to Kiwami, man. Like it was pretty heavy.
I remember when I was at GameStop, I think that Young Justice game had just come out. If any of you guys remember that,
Yeah,
yeah, it was terrible.
it was.
Sounds like someone is in like rain, like in a rainstorm.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Oh, it's you. Oh,
Are you
is it
in a
literally
rainstorm?
raining? Yeah.
No,
are you
it's
literally?
I think my daughter made a mess and now she had to be thrown in the tub.
Oh.
Oh gosh, just thrown
Hilarious.
in.
That's what I observed. I can take away the rain for a moment here.
No, you're good. You're good. It was like kind of crazy for a moment, but I was like, oh dang.
Got my dog crying in the background. I'm debating on muting myself, to be honest. Yeah, I stared at him and he just was laid down. It's like, yeah, asshole, you.
My dog has, knock on wood, not got me up at 3:30 in the morning all this past week. So
Nice.
she's on a roll.
Dude,
Hopefully
my cats last night, man, would not let Lex and I sleep at all, and it was brutal. Like, I woke up at 2:30 because all of a sudden I just woke up thirsty, and then like Seb's dude was just all over, and he purrs so loud. It's like it's you can't. That's all you hear. And he's a heavy guy, man. He's a heavy dude. Like, so I was up till like 4, and then I fell asleep for like 30 minutes, and then we woke back up, and then I woke back up I went to sleep at 6 again, and then woke up at 6:40. I was like, today's gonna suck.
like if I wasn't a morning person and got lots of sleep, like my job would be way tougher.
Oh, I bet, dude. Yeah.
Because I had to like forget kids' names and like I'm in a privileged position because I knew most of these kids when I taught them at the middle school, so I already know most of their names.
Oh wow.
But like if you're just getting to know a kid and you can't remember their name or you say it wrong, depending on the kid, like you've now lost them forever.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah.
Like they will never forget that you misspoke their name or like called them Jim instead of Jeff. Like, I mean, most kids are pretty chill, but like,
There's always that one.
But if a kid knows they have a difficult name and you nail it the first time, they're like,
Oh,
all right, I like this guy.
oh yeah, my last name, dude. Whenever a teacher got it right, I was like, oh, dude, sweet. Yeah, we're in a
See?
good spot.
Yeah, I just met a guy in my school the other day, like a pretty cool instructor, and he was like, Joffrey! I was like, Joffrey? Right? He's like, I know something like that. I was like, all right, it's cool, it's cool.
Bold choice.
You're like, it's not, but all right.
I mean, I don't get them all. Like, I definitely have made some pretty big errors, but I'm trying.
I mean, some of these parents should be slapped for what they name their children. I will say that. So why?
Or the thing that throws me off too is it'll be spelled like a typical name. That's what you call them that, and they'll say no, it's actually this. But then it's like a kid that will mess with teachers. And it's
Yeah.
and it's like I can't tell if you're telling me the truth. And so like I'll talk to like the other kids. I'll be like, how is his name really pronounced? And they'll tell me, and I'll do that and be like, no, that's not how you pronounce it. And they're like, no, I asked your friends, and that's how they said it is. I'm not gonna say your name wrong. Sorry.
I used to go to school with a guy named Kevon, but his name was spelled Kevin. I was like, I'm calling you Kevin, man.
Yeah, we have some of those.
It's wild.
We have like a Kevion and a Kevin, and I'm getting better. I'm getting better at the names. Those ones aren't super tough. Luckily, most of the kids who have like a high degree of difficulty name will just be like, just call me this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I go, thank you for your help. I will not forget this.
Yeah, I met this one instructor in like a Bible study, and her name was Estrella. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit to remember that, but I'm getting it down.
Yeah, usually like one horrible mispronunciation that is like embarrassing for me will cement the correct pronunciation forever. So usually I have to go through one of those, and then I don't forget.
I get that.
But the funny thing is too, like some of these kids I haven't seen for like 3 years or whatever. And I'll just be walking in the hall, and I'll be like, let's say the kid's name is Steve. We're like, oh hey Steve, how's it going? It's like, how do you remember my name?
You're like, I've known you for 8 years, Steve. Like,
Right?
Like,
Come on, Steve.
we were in class for 2 years at the middle school. Like why wouldn't I remember who you are?
it's a triggering name for me because that's my brother's name, so I will hate on anybody named Steve. Like,
I don't think I've had that many Steves, honestly. I might have had one. Not as common anymore.
Man,
It's the
I remember
funnest.
drawing a picture for one of my friends. Well, at the time, I guess we were more acquaintances than anything, and it was a giraffe. And he was like, I'm sorry, man, I love it, but this is too triggering for me. And I was like, why? And he was like, pretty much he got assaulted by a person named like Jeffrey, and just giraffes kind of trigger him. And I was like, that's just a weird connection. But all right, I get you.
you're like, I'm not going to question this beyond that. Like,
Right?
I'm so sorry.
For real. It's like, I just apologize. I'm trying to hand you some art. And I'm sorry, man. Do you need a hug?
I'm using Max's reference or Max's cover to Outer Space #2 as kind of like a little loose reference for my alien. 'Cause it's it has one of those. My story has that OS aliens in them.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, dude, I'm like on a second panel that I'm gonna probably finish tonight. Pretty hyped.
Oh, yeah.
And where are we?
I've got that OAX life force in me, man. I'm crushing it right now.
Yeah, you've been silent tonight. Tonight was a super chill night. We had we had like the main people pop in on the chat. It's kind of a slow night in general, or a low night for promotion, I guess, today, which is fine. Sometimes that's chill, takes the pressure off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I'm always chasing views and likes, but not every episode is a big episode. It's a matter about just doing it.
Like, getting in the reps.
Yeah, do the reps. You know what I mean? I think I'm getting better at doing pencils on air, though, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I struggled for like 2 months. Like,
That's got to be tough. Like, unless you're in a certain mode where you're like, I don't know, if I did pencils on air, I feel like I just have to be super free with it and like maybe not even have reference and just go for it and see what happens.
I think
do you want to see my thumbnail?
Yeah.
This was my thumbnail for this.
Oh, nice.
So I'm on that second panel there.
What a good structure.
Thanks. Dude, it took me like days to figure this out. I've been thinking about, like, I knew what I was gonna do because like last week when I did finish Love and Lasers, I always name the next story, and then I'm like, okay, whatever that story is named, that's what I'm gonna do. And so then I was like, okay, cool. Secrets of the Jedi. What am I gonna do in one page? What am I doing in one page? What am I doing in one page? And then I was like, how am I gonna? I wanted to use that holocron image because I worked really hard on figuring out that geometric pattern, like through and through. And I couldn't figure out. And last night, like, I don't know, out of nowhere, I was just like staring at it, and it all hit me at once. And I was just like, I gotta get this out. It sucks because now we're behind on Bridgerton because we've been like, I was like working really hard this week, so we gotta catch up. I don't know if any of you guys watch Bridgerton.
No.
The no being so that's crazy.
Milo does.
No, Lex's deal was if we watch Bridgerton, we get to watch we get to watch the OC, and so I was like, all right, perfect, I'm down because the OC is amazing. And now I'm like super into Bridgerton, I'm like hooked on all of it. I'm like, this is insane. How dare they?
I saw a lady in the store the other day in a Bridgerton like pull over. I was like, damn, they got merch. That's crazy.
Yeah, they do too. I just bought my girlfriend Bridgerton tea. Like
I feel like a Bridgerton crop top will go crazy.
Interesting. I didn't know.
Yeah, every character has their own like tea. Yeah, crazy.
Huh. I think I'm gonna hit spray paint on the side of these later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to find a nice paste or a place to spray because I used to do it in my my complex here, or maybe I didn't, just in case anyone was watching. It's in the office, but around the time when I was doing that, I was like, oh man, I didn't realize like I'm messing up like a lot of tables and things of that nature. And all of a sudden, they just install a bunch of cameras in the places I used to spray paint. I was like, oh well. Okay.
This hobby's coming to an end.
Right? Like that sucks. I only got to create like maybe 2 pieces with them, and I killed one can just by holding it incorrectly. I didn't realize it until I started messing with the others. And I was like, oh, this is why, they'll produce more of a spray versus, my black that I killed.
I feel that.
Going back to media, I watch mostly like streams of stuff and like YouTube stuff, but I did watch Predator Badlands. Does anybody watch that?
I haven't seen it yet, but we've been wanting to.
It's really good.
It's really good. It's by the same director as Prey.
Yeah.
So
isn't there like a bunch of predators in that? Like I heard like there's like a few.
Yes.
Whoa.
I don't want to give away too much, but it's probably my favorite out of like the Predator and Alien. I think
Really?
like better than that is Aliens in that whole universe.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on Romulus?
They're fine.
Dude, I love
They're fun. I like Ripley or Ridley Scott.
I like all
Romulus
the
was really
movies.
good.
What's that?
What's up? I was gonna say Romulus was really good, but the ending kind of got on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't recall. I don't know why I'm spacing thinking.
Yeah, I was really high
do we
when
want-
I watched it.
spoil
So
it.
I don't know.
I'm not
I
gonna
think
spoil
like
it, but-
whenever I watch those, I'm just glad Ridley Scott is making movies and making a sci-fi.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh,
Where I messed up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
did you guys ever watch the show Raised by Wolves on HBO?
No.
I got into that in the pandemic, and I didn't know what to make of it at first, but then I was like, oh, this show is awesome, and they like canceled it at this huge cliffhanger. The concept of it's produced by Ridley Scott, it's like the end of human civilization, and there's only like 2 groups of human children left, and there's two factions of humanity. There's a religious group, and then there's an atheist group, and all the atheist kids die except for one, but then the religious kids like crash land onto this like harmful planet, but then the atheist like android parents have to take care of the religious kids, and they care for them, and it's just really, really interesting because they form bonds that you wouldn't think, and they change some kids' minds, and then other kids' minds get changed, and just like because the androids who take care of them are atheists, but they just like love the kids so much and like will do anything for them, and they truly become the parents to some of these kids, and you wouldn't expect it. And then there's weird, wacky sci-fi stuff. It was really cool. But anyway,
Have you ever seen Infinity Train? Just speaking of HBO,
no, what is that?
No.
you will not find it to this day, man, and it sucked. But they had like 3 or 4 seasons. It was fantastic. It was a cartoon that you would think would be like something similar to Adventure Time or something, but the existential crisis was amped up like times a million. Then it was just basically going off this whole premise that, you know, if you ever had some sort of either unresolved emotion or trauma or whatever, at some point in time, there would be this random train that would appear in front of you, and it would either be in a forest or just the middle of nowhere, just wherever. You could be in the middle of 2 buildings, and it'll pull up on you. Either decide to go in or it'll suck you in. And every single cart was a different dimension, and there were different ways of how to escape it. And a lot of people can either just live and die there or find a way to escape. And it was really awesome, man. But like I said, you just never find it.
It's like a hostile cat bus.
Get Ghibli on the phone right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We're doing a horror anthology.
And with that,
One cat
we're
bus is
gonna that's gonna start the wrapping of our show, which is insane. It's we got 8 minutes left, which is enough time for us to do some sign-offs, show off some of our work. It was a great night, guys. Thanks. I feel like I was super productive. I think we had a great convo going. Super chill night. But this was a fun time. And we got one of Greg's wild stories, which is an adventure every time. But let's do a little round table and see what we've all been up to tonight. Greg, why don't you show us what you were doing? Dude, those colors look pretty sick.
I appreciate that, bro.
What markers are you using?
These are some markers from Ross. They're from Carissa. They're pretty interesting. I didn't think it was so dark in here. Let's see if it can focus.
Oh, no, it looks good. You can see it.
But they're pretty awesome. A couple of, I would say, pastel colors. I found it really interesting that I couldn't find red for a second, so I was like, I kind of wanted a shirt to be like that. But it was that flower character I was telling you guys about. Kind of revamped him.
Wow.
I thought about doing some things with him, so hopefully maybe a comic or something. But he's really goofy. But in this particular post, you won't see it that way. But for the most part, I have a few projects that will eventually be coming out. I had to kind of slow down on a few things while I get my schedule figured out. But you guys can follow me at gregsdigs_comics on Instagram, and with the link in my bio, you'll be able to see like my sponsors and a few other things that I do there as well. So yeah.
Dude, that's sick. Love it, Greg. Thank you as always, my dude. Tanner, let's check out what you've been up to tonight, man. I love that you've inspired me to go back to like looking at anatomy. Like every time I see your post, I'm like, that's what I should be doing. Like that's
So
what I got. So
first things first. I haven't done art in like a couple weeks, so I decided to go digital tonight just to save my ego because I don't
After
usually
that.
draw digitally.
Oh,
But
sweet.
Ooh, dude, that's
yeah, so I've
sick.
got, there's like hold on, my camera is mirrored, but there's like the side profile. I'm gonna put a little profile right there. That's kind of his like onward look. He's got this cool little like Da Vinci kind of like bat gliding thing that he's gonna have. His name's Plague. He's supposed to be like a plague doctor, but that's one of my characters that I'm working on. And that's what I did tonight. There's like another little sketch of him. He's pretty cool. I think he's pretty cool. He's gonna be from like a New Orleans inspired like city, and he's gonna talk shit and be cool. So
I love that, dude. I love that, dude. That's so dope, dude. I'm so glad you signed up, man. Whenever you want to come on, we're always more than happy. Do you have other shout outs? You want to tell us anything else, where to find you, and anything else to direct your work?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm still working on like putting things out, but I think under my name I put my Instagram tag TK the Alien at TK the Alien.jpg on Instagram and pretty much everywhere else. So you can find me there. I really appreciate y'all having me on because this held me accountable. It made me do some work. So I will probably be signing up again in the future, and I look forward to getting to know all of y'all. So
dude,
that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing art. So.
Love it, man. Super appreciate it. And yeah, I feel that we all keep each other accountable, dude. That's why we do it. Like no matter what, we're just showtime. But yeah, always welcome, dude. Always good seeing you around. Really appreciate you signing up. Aaron, what did you do today?
I was working on some tones for this space lady and this dog, countering this ominous figure here in the space cave.
Nice.
Almost done with the tones. I think this is the last page I have to do tones on. Then I can submit it to Anton. So that might even get this done this week. Maybe I'll get the rest of this done. This is the corniest panel in the whole thing. She's literally gonna say, "We come in peace."
That's a great setup, though.
Yeah, dude, that's phenomenal. Look at that face. I gotta learn how to do a fucking face.
Oh, I love faces. But I was gonna bring this up earlier. I think it was Terry Moore or somebody that says if you start a face just with like the expression and a smiley face, like an emoji, if you can make it read there and then just make a few tweaks to it, like that's the most important part that has to work is to express that emotion. So the emoji is not a bad place to start.
Interesting.
I'll work on that.
But and I've got Wesley the Robot Dark Ages, which is the big collection, which is on Comix, or Global Comics. You can read that for free, or you can buy it from my Etsy store, the Pens and Pedals Etsy store. But this is the combined Halloween special. It's my latest, greatest thing. Which some 3 Halloween stories, and I attached my like winter Christmas special to the back too. So this is, like I did a big story, and this is just some little like seasonal standalone vignettes, and a ton of pinups in here too.
Ooh, dude, awesome.
That Ben Perkins, Morgan Aaron, Alexis Durrett, got an Alexis Durrett Leslie in there. Nick Cognetti, who's Spirit of the Shadows, issue 2 came out this week. And then this Steve Mannion. I just love looking through all those pinups. It's always fun.
Hell yeah, dude. Love it. And I'm sure you'll pop up randomly on some future episodes if you haven't signed up for a couple. So I know we'll be seeing you around fairly soon.
Yeah.
But love seeing the progress you're making on this the last couple weeks. And it's always great having you as a surprise guest / co-host.
Well, thank you. I have a blast. I enjoy it.
Oh yeah. And let's see here. Let's move on over to Maxwell Flowers.
That's not my name, but okay.
I know, yeah.
Crazy. The full government that doesn't exist is crazy.
What's up? I finished the tones on this.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
that's
Sweet, man.
that. So those guys are all toned up and need scanned and cleaned up and sent off. And then I went ahead and started doing inks on this little alien one pager. So
Oh, that's sick.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Man.
felt like I got a pretty good chunk of stuff done, and happy
Dude,
to be back at the drawing table. And go pick up a copy of Gag. It's on murderofmagpies.org, or you could just go to the link in my bio on Instagram, and there's the Gag submission form and the link to get a copy of issue 1. But yeah, it's 60 plus pages of interviews, comics, art, all sorts of stuff on newsprint and hand assembled by me, and it's cheap as fuck. So just like go pick up a copy.
For reals, it's like $5. So you guys should go just
It's-
sign up
it's
for
less
that
than
monthly.
It's literally less than $5.
There you go. Yeah.
I love how you
oh,
did. And it just stayed.
Oh, right. I talked to Eli today, and he was so like grateful and happy and checking that out. He loved hanging out with you, so I meant to say that earlier.
Oh hell yeah!
We had a good chat today, dude. Awesome, Max. Love it. Thank you so much. Well, this is what I knocked out tonight. I got this page started up. Let me see. Oh, I forgot to maximize mine. Let's see if it'll
Right?
focus a little bit. Let's see here. There you go. You kind of see it.
Oh, that's
Got these
sweet.
planets done.
Yeah, that's
And then I
like
started looking
Yeah,
on
dude,
this
that's
this alien discovering weed. So yeah, pretty hyped. This was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun right there. That was like probably the coolest thing I've ever drawn.
Yeah.
But yeah, hyped. I'll be working on it over the weekend and whatnot while I travel and all that shenanigans. And guess what? We have new Comix Wellspring comic book art boards. Like it's crazy. I'm hyped. Max is gonna get a package soon once we get the next shipment in. It's a new type of paper. It's better than what I'm using right now, what I've been using. It's a bit toothier. It's gosh, what's that brand that supplies a lot of that stuff? It's essentially the same thing.
Are you talking about like Strathmore?
Yeah, it's
what I
Strathmore.
was thinking,
We'll have a 200 and 400 series. And a couple other options, even different sizes too, pretty soon. So I'm pretty hyped about that. Lots of updates with Blue Line. No Inspired Ink on Monday, but we come back with Brian McDonald. Dude, that's my storytelling hero. This is going to be the interview of the year for me. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for this interview. That'll be March 9th. And then after that, we got Jesse Lonergan, and we got Adam Lema and Mandy Gomez, and we got Devin Whitlock. And then we'll have Carlo Mordano of the Zelda Awards and Jason Sean Alexander. So that's all the way up to April. I'm pretty booked. Probably into May. I'm waiting on a couple of confirmation things. So Inspired Ink is packed. All the artists that want to be on Spilled Ink, join our Discord. Hop on the sign-up sheet. Love to have you guys on. And get ready for a bunch of other CWS announcements coming up. But we actually might do an episode March 7th, just so everyone knows, on a Saturday, 2 to 4 EST, because we're going to be promoting creators promoting a sticker and a Kickstarter. So might do that. Keep an eye out. We'll do a sign up for that too. But other than that, thanks for hanging tonight, guys. Great work.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
bro.
appreciate it, yo.
This was really fun.
True.
Always. And thank you all for watching.